Hey guys, I mentioned in the last video that I have changed my setup and that I'm running Claude now in my cursor, but that's not everything that I've changed. I'm going to show you now an example of how I'm working with AI these days, okay? We'll build a feature. I'm not going to explain much. You'll actually hear me explain what it is. I need to give my Claude some context to start with, and everything else I plan to dictate. I'm using Super Whisper to do so. See and hear how it sounds like. Hey, so look at how we do extract summarizations. You may need to go and read tenant definitions to see that all the extractions are organized into groups. I'd like to add an option to make a group optional. Today, when we fail after all the retries, that extraction fails the entire workflow. I'd like to make it so that optional steps do not fail the workflow. So once you understand how it works, I need you to add a catch to the extract summarization step, and that catch will run a lambda that will decide whether to throw the error if the extraction step is mandatory, or whether to let it slide and just continue the iteration of other extractions if it's optional. So that's what I dictated. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to let the agent go and figure out the rest out of what I said. And when it's done, we're going to look at the code and see what else I need to do and if I need any help from Cursor, which is my secondary AI at this point. All right, let me quickly walk you through what the agent has done. It added the new step that will be handling failures of extractions. It actually correctly saw that we extract classifications as well as extract summarizations, and it attached the handler to both of them, which is the right thing to do, even though I didn't ask for it, okay? It wrote the lambda that is not to my liking, so we'll prompt it to correct this one a little bit. It extended the types to allow for extraction steps to be optional, and it is optional, and it defaults to false, so everything will work as it does right now after we deploy this. So it's ready, but I need a little more. So I'm going to ask it to do a little more with this handler, okay? In the new handler, you are using a try catch to try and find whether task is a classification or summarization. You can use assign in your catch statement to pass on a variable. I'll give you a link to read to understand how that works. Let's refactor to clearly identify which step we actually caught so that the lambda had it on the payload and you didn't need to do the try catch find the extraction task. Also, the error that you're going to get on the payload will never be instance of error. That comes as a JSON data, so it's just a JSON object. Create a new error, call it extraction step failed error, and throw that if it's a mandatory step. So this is what I just narrated, and here's the link that I wanted to go and read. This is documentation for how to use the assign that I'm asking it to refactor towards. Okay guys, so it did what I asked it to do. I'll show you quickly. It used assign. It understood what I asked. It passes in steps right from here, so there was no need to try catch and figure out which one it is. There are still a few things that I don't like, but this is like way too much to prompt. I'll just clean it up, polish, and it's going to be ready to go. And that's it. Thank you very much. Till next time.